Welcome back to our podcast. Took us a fucking year and a half to get this shit sorted. Basically, today is our first. Well, yesterday we started our first podcast, but unfortunately, didn't work. It all got deleted, which fucking sucks because we talked about a lot of good shit. But we only had one mic, and there was the echo wasn't that bad. Actually, the quality is pretty good. Today, the problem is we finally got both of the mics, and we're also in a different place. But I can only hear me on my left ear, and he can only hear him on his right ear, and I can hear him on my right ear, and he can hear me on his left ear. But we can't hear both of ourselves at the same time, and we're supposed to, but like...
Basically, we're recording with two XLR mics from one interface, and we can't figure out how to get two tracks running at the same time without getting an audio loop. So if anyone could help us figure this out. And also, I go to fucking audio engineering school, which is so pathetic. So I just fucking forgot it all. I didn't drop out, bro. Rona happened.
Alright. Well, today's sponsors are... honestly, I don't know what the fuck this brand is called, but I love the different vitamin waters they have, like all to do different things, a lot of different magnesiums and this shit.
And Feldschlossen, Switzerland's premium beer. Today, sans alcool.
Meaning no alcohol.
For our non-French speaking people. All right.
Yo, before we get into this, can we please let them know what happened yesterday when I was walking back? Because I'm staying here because I'm getting a COVID test and Alex's brother is sick. And this is his apartment. His house is like a 30-minute walk away from here. We're in Switzerland. We talked about everything. See, we thought we were relating everything to our podcast yesterday, but it got fucking deleted. So we have to re-explain most of the same shit from yesterday, but we're not talking about the same topics.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, yesterday,
I walked into the house,
the apartment that he's staying in, while he's being quarantined, until we figured out that he didn't have corona.
And the alarm fucking went off because his mom thought I was staying at his house yesterday, but it turned out I was staying here, and we just left without telling her. So all of a sudden, I was like, what the fuck do I do? I was ready on the phone with somebody. I quickly called Alex.
Wait, explain what happened.
The alarm went off.
There we go.
I already said that.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
And Alex is like, the fob, use the fob. And I used the fob, but it was too late. And then in French, it said intruder detected. Basically, intruder got detected. And then I was like, I was freaking the fuck out, and then all of a sudden we're in the living room. There's a speaker phone machine stuck to the wall. A French voice started coming out of it, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, what the hell did I do? What the hell did I do? I was speaking to her. I was like, je ne pas parler français. I was Alex, what the fuck did I do?
Well, I'm on FaceTime with him.
Yeah, and she was asking for the password, and Alex was like,
Bro, don't fucking say my password.
Okay, but I didn't say the last number.
That was also wrong anyway, so.
Okay, well, and then she was like, it's a word, and Alex was like,
bro, shut the fuck
Which is the Wi-Fi password.
Okay, yeah, true.
We'll bleep all of this out, bro.
Okay, fine.
No, we won't. And then she was like,
oh my fucking god! I'm with the stupidest person in the world. I couldn't think of the fucking password. I had no idea.
And then Alex went on a rant in French saying my brother is sick, which is true, and he's staying here because of the COVID, and it was so long. And then she just closed the phone and the alarm just went off, and we were like, what the fuck? So I stood out for 45 minutes, freaking out, waiting for the police to arrive, and they never showed up. So I didn't even have a good sleep because I was just freaking out the whole time. But it's all good now.
And I was 100% sure they were gonna show up.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
So tell your parents they need to get a refund or they need to get a better service, because first of all, they close on our faces instead of telling us it's all okay. And second of all, police.
They should have showed up, because technically I didn't give the password. That's the way it runs. Anyone could have found out that information.
Exactement. So,
how are we kicking this off?
We decided today that I would come up with 10 would you rather questions, and you would come with 10 would you rather questions, and we didn't actually tell ourselves what it would be.
Would you rather once a month have a crab grow out of your face randomly, or fart as loudly as you sneeze at the same time of every sneeze?
Wait, repeat that, please.
Fuck. Once a month, you have a crab grow out of your face randomly. What? You fart as loudly as you sneeze every time you sneeze. So if you like manage to hold it in, it's a little sneeze, it's like a type fart. If it's like a big boy sneeze.
I mean, I definitely don't want to fucking grab, come growing like this. What is this disgusting question, bro?
Once a week or once a month.
I don't even want to think about it, so therefore I'm taking the second answer. Please move on. Please move on to the next one. I feel uncomfortable.
About a crab growing out of your face?
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
I've been through a lot.
Okay, fair.
And I'm still not numb to the pain.
Oh, I forgot about the lobster issue.
Don't tell them that, man.
Alright. Alright, okay.
CBD. Oh, our next sponsor is CBD. We're in Switzerland, so CBD is legal. It's basically like weed without the THC, so you don't get paranoid. And also, stop smoking weed, kids. No matter what they tell you, that shit is gonna make you paranoid. Well, actually, just for some people. That's a serious topic to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about it later. Maybe I'll add it to the next podcast. Who knows? But for certain people like me with ADHD, I feel like it gives you paranoia. And next question.
Yeah, I mean, bro, when I was in Botswana, they like were serving like fried worms, and they have that like a lot, or like they're called like mupani worms, and like it was a bit like weird and like rough, but like it wasn't unedible. And the funny thing is, like I was like, oh my god, like I was younger, I was like, oh my god, like how are you guys eating worms? And they were like, how the fuck do you guys eat shrimp? And I was like, what? Because they're like they're not touching.
Why wasn't someone like, how the fuck do Chinese people eat dogs?
Okay, that wasn't the point. Like we weren't talking about things that we don't eat. We were talking about things that each of us eat. Okay. And they were basically saying how like, because they're not touching any like ocean or shit, right? So like they're landlocked. So like the concept of eating a shrimp to them was so weird. They're these fucking like water worms with weird. And I was like, oh shit, like you're right. Shrimp are fucking weird.
Also, where's Botswana? What continent?
Africa.
Where in Africa?
It's right above South Africa.
Okay. What language do they speak?
I don't actually.
Botswanian?
I don't know, because we were on safari, so it's catered to tourists, so they're speaking English to us. You want to shoot something?
Okay. Would you rather have sex with your brother or your sister?
Oh my god,
bro! The would you rather's were your ideas, so I'm gonna make them gruesome. I don't give a fuck.
You didn't want to talk about crabs coming out of your face, but you can ask me if I'd rather fuck my sister or my brother.
Hey, listen, don't hate the player, hate the game.
All right, let me answer with a question. Would you rather fuck your sister or your brother?
Answer the question. Or chug.
My non-alcoholic beer?
Yeah.
With my fucking neck problem?
Yeah.
I woke up this morning with an absolutely fucked neck.
Can we please show them the video of what you did to me earlier today?
Oh yeah, eventually.
Okay, fine.
Since he was laughing at me all morning, I shot him in the dick with a paintball.
Literally in the dick, like we're not exaggerating.
Ashid's been making fun of me because of my neck thing all morning.
Hey, well, your brother said... Show me my fucking... You literally, like, not my balls or anything around it, you hit my fucking... You paintballed me in my genital. I literally have a bruise on my dick. I have a picture of it. I won't show it, but like,
it's hilarious.
Like he didn't hit my balls. He didn't hit anything around the area. Literally just hit the middle of my dick, like the lower bottom middle of my dick.
The lower bottom.
I've never had
middle.
a bruise on my dick. Okay, so answer the question.
I'm not fucking.
You have to, brother or sister.
Brother. He's a sexy motherfucker. You seen Frederick? 6'2", blonde.
Okay, I've heard enough. Okay. Would you rather have sex with your dad or mom?
What the fuck?
Bro,
do you have any?
You can't say like, no, I'm not.
Do you have any? Would you rather?
This was your idea. This segment of this podcast was your idea. I wanted to. I mean, like, I'm fine. I actually like this there, but it was your idea, so you can't complain.
Bro, I'm literally, like cat, dog. Like, what the fuck's the difference? I'd fuck, your cat, your blind, deaf cat.
She's dead.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay, when I was 8 years old, I threw her down the stairs, but I knew you knew about it.
What?
Would you rather be drowned to death or gassed to death?
I feel like drowned. The idea of
gas
just sounds like you're because
I nearly did drown to death.
Yeah, but I feel like drowned. It's like you don't really have an option of survival. Whereas like if you
get gassed, you know you're dying.
You're probably like trying to find ways out and shit. Like you're probably
slowly dying
in a chamber where you can still use all your limbs and shit. Man. I don't know. Are we talking like just you're lying on a bed and you're being gassed? Like I don't. Probably in a chamber, right? Like the fucked up Holocaust way. Is that the way you're thinking? Because that's what came to mind.
Yeah, but I'd like to think of it in a less fucked up way. But drowning is just very intense.
Yeah, I think dying.
And like you're being held down by somebody, and you're like,
oh, that's how. So someone's drowning you. You don't just drown.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the movies, it always takes like less than a minute. I picked that. Please stop burping. Crazy.
Bro, every 10 minutes, there's gonna be a burp.
You've done this like every 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm overdoing it a bit, but it's not me; it's my chemicals.
Would you rather never be able to wipe your ass again, or always use a pineapple to wipe your ass?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like the inside of a pineapple?
Just you have to use a pineapple.
Like a soft pineapple?
Have you seen a pineapple?
Yeah, of course. Ananas.
Can you imagine the acidity if you use the inside also? The acidity going up your fucking rectum?
I mean, there's no acid on the outside of a pineapple.
Yeah, but that would fucking that would fucking make...
Can I like...
Let's say you can't shower or use a sink, but you can do the body of water.
So I can't ever shower as well now?
No, you can, but you can't like wipe your ass by like... using
I know
a
you
bidet
can't
or like the fucking Saudi hose and shit.
Can I wipe my ass with my hands? Like...
Yeah, you can wipe your ass with your hands and then wash your hands if you want.
Okay, so obviously I'll take that option because at least I get to like... Bro.
Okay, would you rather cut off 3 of your fingers one at a time and feel the pain, or gouge out one eye and not feel the pain? Yeah, and the 3 fingers have to be on the same hand.
But I guess one eye is good enough.
I mean, maybe if you spread it out.
And if I get shot at a riot, at least I hope they shoot the one with the eye that's really fucked up. Shout out white boys being shot at riots in America. That's happening a lot these days.
White boys?
Yeah, a lot of white kids. I mean, like,
What the fuck are you saying?
I've been seeing a lot of white kids being shot in the eye at BLM protests.
Well,
it's just a fact. It's just statistic. There's no subjectiveness in anything.
shout out all the black people who have been suffering enormously, hence why the riots have started and are long overdue.
Shout out change.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't know what the fuck that was, Majid. Anyway, so...
Bro, what are you talking?
What are you
You're
going
tripping, bro.
Okay, what are you going for? 3 fingers or the eye?
Oh, the eye.
Okay. Would you rather have a child right now, tomorrow when you wake up, or never have a child?
Yeah, first option, 100%. Because, I mean, I don't want to go there. But, yeah.
Alright.
Yo, do you hear, like, cuts and shit? No.
Yeah, I did. I do, still.
That's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, it's because we're on 5%, bro. Wait, let's cut the video because it's going to pause anyway. And we'll pause the tape. And then we'll let it charge for a bit and we'll restart. So, a little bit technical difficulties. Our camera is on low battery still, but we don't have an adapter to charge it. So, hopefully it doesn't cut on us. But our computer is now charged. So we're going to continue with our Q&A, would you rather questions. But before that, so basically me and Alex got into a little scuffle because I think I said something that may have come off as wrong. And I just want to say now that obviously, like, Alex knows I'm not racist or anything. I'm a huge supporter of, I love that the fact that there's so much change going on right now. It's about time, to be honest. And just in terms of what I said, I just meant to say that, like, it's a rare thing for white people to be shot. Obviously, black people are going through way worse stuff in these protests. And I just was thinking, in Instagram, there was, like, this one white kid who got shot in the rubber eye. And I'm not black myself, so I was just relating it to that.
I was trying to explain... I was just trying to explain that in talking about Black Lives Matter protest, it goes completely against everything that the whole protest was standing for. To say,
I didn't
to basically
specifically address Black Lives protesters,
well,
but it was in a black protest. But that's not what I meant.
I mean, eventually you got to BLM, and you said like the riots in America right now. But so basically, or not riots,
But I didn't mean it in a racist way.
I know you didn't. But the way that the problem is with the whole world is when people say things like, yeah, but you know, the cops are trying to do good. It's like if a good cop accidentally got shot, and then people are like, oh, standing up for, they're like, shout out to the cop who got shot. But that's not the point at all, like, of everything that's going on. The whole point is basically, you know, in saying like shout out to the white people being shot, it's like that doesn't fucking
I get you.
That's nothing.
I get you. And then the disagreement came and how it came off. And the thing is, like, I didn't say anything about, and we're talking about all that came off because like we both know that like I'm fully supportive of the whole movement. But in terms of the way it came off, in my own perspective at the moment, and still kind of now, I feel as if I was just trying to relate it to what was going through my thought, and which I just explained now, which I should explain at the moment.
Yeah, you were trying to say basically that you were supporting all the people in the protests.
And factually, it wasn't like saying like I'm anti. I mean, can I say this? I'm racist, okay? That wasn't what I was trying to say. I didn't say like I hate those people. I don't want to.
He's not racist.
Yeah,
he's not racist.
I don't want to say the word, okay? But like, I feel as if I didn't say I hate thingy, then by facts, all I said was this was what happened, and Alex, or what most people would think, according to Alex's opinion, which is technically, I'm starting to think is the right opinion. And again, can you finish it for me?
My opinion is that is a very wrong statement, especially at this time, because
fair enough.
Basically, you know, you're highlighting the wrong thing that's coming out of the protests, and saying that you're highlighting one of the issues that really doesn't matter. I don't think any white people, for example, have even died, let alone would that even need to be the thing that stands out when, you know, just the other day a kid was killed for wearing a mask in Colorado while he was walking back home.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget the shit that's happening is absolutely horrible. And it's still going on.
But just, what I'm saying is highlighting things like that instead of highlighting what really is important is
and that's why I have to justify
I know,
that it came relating just to like
your thought process
exactly.
of seeing that kid on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen, you know, a gazillion things way worse on Instagram than a white kid being shot with a rubber bullet. But basically, in not standing for the oppressed, you are the oppressor. So highlighting the wrong things just makes it a lot worse for the oppressed, which is something like that we were talking about the other day, about how we've learned much, and thank fuck that we have, because if not, we would have continued with our jolly ways despite being friends with so many different races.
And I agree with what you said about like the oppression part, and that's why I want to also say I was planning, or even in our last podcast, which got deleted, we both mentioned a lot, we're very pro, I'm really bad with my words, but like we're all for the movement, and like we have some topics here about BLM, and it was a big topic yesterday, and we're basically for the movement.
Well, obviously we're for the movement.
Yeah, I know, but my point is like I'm also actively like for it, you know, and that's what you meant by saying like you need to highlight the right stuff, and I was always gonna get on to highlighting the right stuff, and it was just a small little issue, but anyway, it's over now. We dealt with it. We've explained everything. And we are going to speak about more serious stuff later in our podcast, but I think the topics today are to do more with depression, anxiety, ADHD.
Basically, some wording has come off very bad, or not very badly. I
think our argument just got heated, and then it's all good now.
Basically, instead of educating or trying to educate, I might have just come across as belittling. And Majid said something which he agrees made.
And Alex didn't want to come off as the guy who just like let shit happen, and like he wants to let
Well,
you guys, he wants to
not
let you guys
come
know
off.
that, like,
It's not come off. It's I did it because I highly disagreed with the statement. Not that you were making a statement. I just disagreed with the way you went about it, and I wasn't gonna.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not about being associated or anything like that. But
Okay, so now on the brighter side, I think this is the first time like off camera we were not smiling at each other.
holy fuck, you guys have no idea what just went down.
Would you rather never have to have sex again in your life, or never be able to fall in love again?
Love is cursed by monogamy. Never fall in love again.
What does monogamy mean?
It means when you only have sex with one person. Like marriage, like not cheating on someone, that's monogamy. Or like dating and sleeping with one person, that's monogamy.
So what do you pick?
Sex over love.
Really?
I love enough people.
Okay, but you're not gonna be able to love.
That's fine.
So you just have
Means
like,
like
you just get the physical satisfaction instead of the emotional satisfaction
Yeah, that's
for the
fine.
rest of your life.
Yeah, that gives me
Enough endorphins.
that gives me that gives me the space to give more love to the people that I currently love. I don't know if I agree with the concept of monogamy at all. Meaning, you said like falling in love with your partner. I don't even know if I agree with having a partner. I'm going through this whole thing.
You're also a big believer, or you want to yourself not have genetic kids, and you want to adopt. Please explain why.
I just think that's something that one of the little things I could do for the world is adopt my kids instead of have them myself. I think it's one of the small things I can do is get rid of my pride of, you know, wanting to see someone that looks like me and saving a kid who is going to have a very difficult life. Obviously, I'm very idealistic in the sense that I hope that the world gets so connected that socialism actually makes sense and is something that's reachable. And I realize that like I'm a champagne socialist and I have the opportunity to think that way. If I have kids, I would like to think I can put my ego aside of wanting to see genetic me's and help children that would need to be helped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for the sound of the apple.
It's like ASMR.
What's that?
Like audio satisfaction monitored recording. I don't fucking know. I don't know what it's called. Yeah,
We can
shit.
sample it and add it to our beats. We make music, by the way. Would you rather be banned from America or Europe?
That even a fucking question? America, bro.
I mean, I am banned from America.
I'd be bad
For 4 years now. Shout out to America.
Um,
I'm back next year, though, December. So Miami, watch out. I don't think I'll go to LA. New York is kind of cool in the summer, but I hate the cold.
I don't understand how Florida is your favorite place in the world.
Shout out IMG Academy. I used to play soccer there.
Can you explain to everyone why Florida is your favorite place in the world?
Honestly, like most probably because I lived in a campus boarding school that was like separated. But I just love the weather. And honestly, we used to go to Miami. And comparing Miami to LA is like, yes, it is. They are way crazier, but they are also less fake.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I don't even know LA that
so
much.
So you're basing it off of LA, and so Miami is.
But LA is media central.
So you're not talking about the what's it called, the state, because you used to say Florida is your favorite place.
Yeah, it is my favorite. Yeah, and the state in general, I just like.
You haven't seen a lot of Florida.
I know, exactly. It's just to my experience. I haven't seen a lot of America, bro, but I've spent my most time probably in Florida, New York, Boston.
Do you remember when we went to that gay nightclub in New York when we were like 18 or 19?
Yeah, we can't mention the names, right?
I don't think so. With Charlotte and her friends because we couldn't get in anywhere else.
Yeah.
That was the one night that I felt I'm assuming how a girl feels.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, bro.
That
was the day I was like, holy shit, like,
and the girl
poor girls, bro.
Would you rather never be able to go clubbing or never be able to go to a party? Or like only go to a parties for the rest of your life, or only club for the rest of your life? Anything that doesn't include going to a club and paying for a service.
Okay, well then I go with parties because obviously as you get older, you get over the whole clubbing and the whole like nightlife shit. So yeah, parties.
But then again, when you reach 30, you get back into it.
Yeah, I suppose.
With all the drugs and shit.
I'm
kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but like, I don't think I'm gonna get back into drugs at the age of 30. I've already stopped 2 weeks ago, and I'm planning to be sober. And by drugs, I mean herb. I mean, I've experimented with fair share.
Yeah.
But not as much as people think I do.
Yeah. I've got one for you, which I'm interested in actually. Would you rather be cheated on in every relationship or never have a relationship?
I mean, I've still never had a relationship. But at the same time, like, I want a family and shit. But what if she breaks my heart consistently? That's gonna kind of suck. I guess I'll just have to rely on loving my kids. Yeah, I need to be in a, like, yeah, I definitely need to have a relationship. Unless you can get married without having a relationship. I mean, no, fuck that. Like, I want to be in love. It's just gonna hurt. Like, yeah, it is theoretical. So yeah, I picked the first one.
Would you rather your life be narrated publicly to the closest 50 people around you, or have two women argue in your head about who gets to narrate each part of your day for 2 hours before they start?
Wait, can you repeat that whole thing?
So one of them is all the 50 people around you can hear your life being narrated.
No way.
The closest 50 people. So like if you're jerking off, like it's like Majid's jerking off, like Majid's
like in my mind.
No. All the 50 closest people around you.
Oh shit.
Or in your head for fuck, the battery died.
Fuck. What do we do?
I don't know.
I mean, the podcast is still on, but it won't work without the camera.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just keep going and fucking put photos of us or some shit.
Fuck it. Like a slideshow?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, let's do a slideshow. But let's make it quick then.
Basically, the 50 people around you hear your life being narrated. Okay. Or when you wake up for 2 hours, you hear two women in your head debating over who gets to narrate your life to you. And then like they narrate. But it's only in your head.
So like Black Mirror sort of shit.
I guess, kind of.
So I wake up and there's these two girls having an argument
in your head for 2 hours
and then they finally decide over
who gets to narrate for the day,
for the rest of the day, and it happens every single day.
Yeah. Or 50 people around you, closest 50.
And what are those two? And what do those two voices sound like? Can you give us a
no, fuck that. I'm narrating. Like,
and then what's the other girl like?
Really? Nah, I'm doing the narration. They're kind of both like California white girls, like OD annoying voices.
Honestly, like,
it's a tough one, no?
I mean, like, if I'm here alone, the closest person is gonna be like.
No, it's the closest 50 people.
Yeah, I know, but the closest person to me. The closest couple people to me are gonna be like the ones in the apartment above.
It's 50 though.
I know, like I don't care about the people who are far from me. You know, the two people who are close to me, like even if they know I'm jacking off, what the fuck are they gonna do? Unless I'm like plotting to kill somebody or some shit.
Yeah, I guess. But like that means like you go into a shopping mall, you're at a party, like it's like, oh, Majid's grinding up against a girl.
I mean, that's definitely better than fucking having two white girls talking and then just having one of them be like, Majid's taking a shit. Majid's... Or like, what's an American white girl?
Majid's taking a shit now. Look at him wipe his ass with a pineapple.
Ooh, selfie.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with the girls though, personally. There's no way I want my life being narrated to the 50 closest people around me.
Fuck, but I really wanted to talk about all this shit, man. But honestly, it is the end of it. And we already did have some controversy.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, guys, Tiger King is coming up next. Carol Baskin. You know, this is technically episode 1, even though hopefully we can try to recover the real episode 1 because like had a real special feeling to it. Every episode has a real, like if we lost this one, I would be like fuck as well again. But you know, it is what it is. If the camera was still on, we would say like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what you think, please. I know a lot of you want to hate on me, but I promise you I'm a good guy, and I'll prove that in the next ones. Still working on my whatever you want to call
vocabulary.
Whatever you want to call it. And not vocabulary. I mean vocabulary too, but that's more for music. There's whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll get into it later.
Okay.
Anything you want to add?
Not really. I'm good.
All right. Well, that's a wrap.